It is 6:43, and colorectal cancer is the third leading cause of cancer-related death in women in the U.S. And get this, it's the second leading cause in men. Very serious health condition, but there are some positive things that you can do to help treat this, detect it, and all the above. And they're non-invasive as well, and you can be very proactive. From the Southern 7 Health Department, we have Outreach Coordinator Shauna Ryan joining us. Thank you so much.
Sure.
And you work extremely hard to get the word out about some of this testing procedures.
Exactly. I think a lot of people think we're being overly repetitive on what we're sharing. But yeah, we offer a program. It's called the Fecal Immunochemical Test, or FIT. And it's an opportunity for people who've not had a colonoscopy in the last 10 years and they're over age 45 to get that in between screening or that first time screening, because getting those colonoscopies and getting those tests early does save lives.
Well, as more research is done, I mean, I know the age is changing all the time. So has the age been updated? Has it been moved up a little bit?
Yes, the American Cancer Society did update it recently from 50 to 45. And that's good, because the earlier you do detect cancers, then again, the easier it is to treat and even prevent in later stages.
And one of the things I want to ask, I mean, you don't have to wait until you're 45 to do this though, right?
Well, not this particular test. If you have a high risk of colon cancer in your family, we do encourage you that you start getting the test early, even in your early 20s. But generally, most people start about age 45 in their testing. And again, the test does not detect colon cancer. What it does is detect blood in your stool, which could be from colon polyps. And so, again, the earlier you can get those treated and get those removed, your cancer is prevented.
So one of the things, and this new test that we're talking about here, you've partnered up with another company on this, or with several health departments in the region, and they're available for free, correct?
They are for free. We don't even bill your insurance for them. We received funding for this program through the Center for Asian Health Equity from the University of Chicago and the Hope Light Foundation. And it's just a program for us to be able to come into those high health risk areas and give them an opportunity to get screened.
All right, we're short on time here real quick. Well, I'm going to have you tell everyone your website real fast where people can go to learn more information. What is that?
It's southern7.org, or you can download the Southern 7 app and it'll take you directly to our website.
All right, Sean, we're going to get this up on our website after the show, and we'll get a link to that as well. Now we're going to check in with Storm Track 3 Chief Meteorologist Nick Housen.
Oh, they're trying to turn the heat up in the studio this morning. It's just cold outside. I would tell you, I'm jealous of the folks that maybe get to sleep in and snuggle up, because it is a cold, blustery morning. That wind, a big factor this morning. Actual temperatures themselves staying a little warmer than what we expected, mainly because we've had some low clouds for a good part of the overnight hours. Those now exiting eastward. Still 34 in Mount Vernon, 34 in Carmi. Meanwhile, where skies have cleared a little bit earlier, we've seen temperatures dip back into the upper 20s. Fredericktown, Missouri reporting 29. Cape Girardeau also reporting 29. Meanwhile, Marion still at 32. You factor in that breeze, though, and it is out of the west and northwest this morning. 5 to 10 miles per hour to start the day. We'll see that breeze pick up, though, this afternoon, and it currently feels like it's in the low 20s in southeast Missouri. Upper 20 wind chills across southern Illinois and into western Kentucky. Currently feels like 29 at this hour in Paducah. The good news is we are going to see at least a little bit of sunshine in many locations to start the day. A live view showing that great sunrise there on the eastern horizon coming up here very shortly. We've seen some of the low clouds start to exit eastward. You can still see some of them in our southern and southeastern Illinois counties there from Mount Vernon looking back towards the south. Meanwhile, looking to the north out of Sparta, looking at mostly clear skies. We'll see clouds once again return, though, later on this afternoon. And there's even a chance we could see a few snow flurries mix in later on today. It's going to be just a cold, blustery, winter-like into the week, staying on the cooler side of things through Thursday and Friday. In fact, may end up being the coldest day of the week. Another blast of Arctic air works its way south late Thursday night and into Friday morning, and some of us may struggle to get above freezing for high temperatures on Friday. So some pretty cold weather. There goes the last of the low clouds. Once again, a few flurries are possible this afternoon. We're tracking some light snow, some showers out across parts of western Missouri. As that begins to approach our region, we do expect it to be nothing more than just a few flurries. A few light snow showers out across central Illinois and back into parts of Iowa this morning as well. Lunchtime temperatures about 40 degrees. As the clouds start to increase, we'll actually see our temperatures drop through the afternoon back into the upper 30s. And then this model picking up on some of those little flurries that we're talking about. A possibility later on today, maybe the time you pick the kids up from school or head home from work. Don't be surprised if you see some of those. Tomorrow morning, waking up into the lower 20s. Another cold start on Thursday. And then Thursday afternoon, we will see a little bit more sunshine during the afternoon, but highs only in the low 40s, and another chance for a few flurries late Thursday night as that next next blast of colder air works its way southward. Friday morning, we're waking up into the lower 20s again. We've got 2 more big blasts of cold air to get through before we finally start to see this move eastward a little bit. By Friday, here comes another blast of Arctic air and then another one for the weekend. Notice that dark pink color. That is some Arctic air, though, heading southward. So we're talking highs 15 degrees below average today and tomorrow. Higher, though, on Friday, only about 33 degrees. 20 to 25 degrees below average. We'll bounce up a few degrees on Saturday, and then the next blast of Arctic air arrives on Sunday. Highs only in the upper 30s. Looking ahead to next week, Thanksgiving week, we've got something to look forward to finally, all right? Not only the good food there, but once we get through the weekend, things start to warm back up just a bit. We'll be in the upper 40s by next Monday, and then low 50s start to return by Tuesday and Wednesday. The early outlook right now for Thanksgiving and into Black Friday does keep temperatures near average, but we're talking about the chance for some rain. All right, let's get to our viewer photos of the day. Great picture here from Marty Cox.
Wow.
And look at that. That is a very
Wow.
mature
To get that
bald
good
eagle.
picture.
And yeah, looking all stoic up there. And a great picture out of Jefferson County. Larry sending us a nice picture of a sunset there. You know, I'm a big summer lover, but
Yes.
some of these winter sunsets, I'll give them that, are pretty nice looking, all right?
From a distance.
From a distance. From the window. But make sure you submit those online, WSLTV.com, or on the Stormtrack 3 app.
All right, thank you, Nick. But we'll have some more local stories for you right after the break.
But first, here's what's coming up on Good Morning America.
Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, the latest on the war in Ukraine and the investigation into the missile that landed in neighboring Poland, killing 2 people. President Biden held an emergency meeting of world leaders overnight. We're going to be live on the scene there in Poland, tracking the latest. And preparing for the holiday travel crush. The TSA administrator joining us with what to expect and what the agency is doing to handle the busy season and security. We're going to have those stories and so much more right here on GMA.
Well, Kentucky Supreme Court will hear arguments on whether to allow abortion. People voted against an abortion ban in the midterms, and their trigger law is still under review. It bans abortions except in medical emergencies. Now, GOP lawmakers and anti-abortion supporters say even though the ballot measure failed, it should be up to state lawmakers if measures should be put in place. Pro-choice advocates say the ballot measure is, quote, the purest form of democracy.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker's team released their budget forecast for the 2023 fiscal year, and it looks pretty good. Illinois says could get a net surplus of $1.7 billion. Governor Pritzker wants to pay off bonds Illinois got in 2010, help with the Great Recession. Another thing to pay off is the debt from the Unemployment Insurance Trust Fund. Governor Pritzker also wants to add to Illinois' Rainy Day Fund. It's a little more than $1 billion, but they hope to raise that to $2.3 billion.
Well, more Illinois counties are showing they want to secede. They say they're not happy with voters in Chicago and Cook County, mainly because of how the area influences the state's political votes. 75% of people in Brown, Hardin, and Madison counties voted in favor of a non-binding resolution. Now, it would let their county boards talk about leaving, but only Congress has the power to create new states. The counties say they'll try to start the leaving process in Illinois in January.
Well, police are investigating a multi-vehicle crash on Route 34 near Galatia and the Franklin-Saline County line. This is a News 3 follow-up. The driver had tried to pass two cars as they were driving northbound to Thompsonville. The driver sideswiped an oncoming car, then hit another vehicle head-on. Shortly after that, a truck and trailer struck the crashed vehicles in the roadway. Police say 5 people were taken to local hospitals for injuries, and we will keep you updated on the story as more information becomes available.
Now happening today, Illinois State Police are set to launch their winter weather Get It Together campaign.
I love the name of that, by the way. This teaches people about the preparations they are making for snow and ice season. It also gives important safety advice for drivers. Police will be starting the program at IDOT in Murfreesboro around 10 o'clock this morning.
The SEMO Food Bank will hold special holiday mobile food giveaways the rest of the year. They'll have ham, potatoes, green beans, corn, fruit, and pie. Yum. They'll give them out in all 16 Southeast Missouri counties. Each one will have enough to serve 200 families. You have to get the food from a site in your county, though. All you need is a photo ID or mail to get food. For more information, you can go to our website.
Well, winter lovers, I guess they should be happy, right? Somebody's got to love this stuff. On a positive note, I haven't seen a mosquito in days. It's been at least since last week, I guess. I'm already over winter. Last Wednesday, a week ago from today, 82 degrees. This afternoon, we're talking about a temperature about 40, and actually that may come about midday with falling temperatures later on today. That breeze also a factor keeping wind chills in the 20s. We may even see a few snow flurries mix in later on this afternoon. Staying very cold for this time of year through the weekend by Saturday and Sunday. Morning in the teens, afternoon highs in the 30s and 40s, starting to warm up early next week. Temperatures back in the upper 40s and lower 50s.
Wow, wow, wow. We'll just have to brace ourselves, right? We'll have a great Wednesday. We'll see you back here at 7:23.